everybody, and what is up? Welcome back to another video. And yes, today I am going to be filming another reaction video, and it's reacting to Mario. I will be reacting to 10 reasons that prove that Bowser is not a villain. So, without further ado, let's get started.
The Mario Brothers franchise has been a staple of gaming culture since 1985.
Is that making you guys feel old?
Mario, Bowser and his castles are always at the forefront of your mind as the driving force behind Mario's adventures. Is he really such a bad guy?
I wonder.
Press that subscribe button. You'll be the first to know when we release fresh new content.
Subscribe to my channel, please. Ooh.
With over 250 titles in the Mario Brothers franchise, Bowser has yet to defeat Mario. Of course, there are plenty of obstacles set to thwart Mario to rescue Princess Peach, but are any of them particularly deadly? The Koopa Troopas are easily defeated by rendering them shellless.
Yep.
Piranha is avoidable. Bullet bills are slow-moving and fairly predictable. Dry bones are, well, dry.
None of this is wrong.
Stomp to the head, and even the boos have their weaknesses.
Yeah, they can be well, you could stop a boo just by looking at it.
While the Koopa castles are daunting, they're not particularly difficult to traverse.
I'm sure they are for some people. I'm really good at video games, but I don't make a gameplay video because, you won't be able to, I can't get the right angle for you to see the games. Well, I'm sure I'll be able to someday.
The low-level bad guys at Bowser's disposal, if outright killing Mario were his main goal in life, he'd be doing a terrible job of succeeding with his devious plan. Considering the numerous titles in the Mario franchise, Bowser has had plenty of opportunities to do away with the pesky plumber, and yet Mario lives on. Either Bowser's goal isn't to get rid of Mario permanently, or he's the biggest failure since Wile E. Coyote tried to capture and presumably eat the Roadrunner.
Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you think it's the former or the latter. I think he's just as big of a failure as Wile E. Coyote trying to eat the Roadrunner.
Please defeat me. Bowser has a plethora of
Whoa.
at his disposal. He has ridiculously intricate castles outfitted with deadly traps, lava, and dry bones set up to keep out meddling plumbers and mushroom people.
They're definitely designed to keep out mushroom people if they're cowards.
And rescue Princess Peach in every game. Astute players will also note the presence of self-defeating mechanisms inside each Bowser castle as well. The lever located behind Bowser in multiple castle levels is easily accessed by Mario. Once the lever has been pulled, the bridge disappears and Bowser can be seen dropping into the lava below. One would think that
he also comes back in some games.
Mario used his own bridge lever against him, but apparently not. Why would Bowser create weapons that could be used against him?
Because he thinks they can be used against plumbers?
This mortal coil and keeping Princess Peach hostage, Bowser has a different goal in mind. It could be that with all the camaraderie between Mario and pals, Bowser feels left out. One way to get attention, albeit negative attention, would be to consistently torment Mario and friends in order to draw attention to himself. It's possible that Bowser, instead of being evil, is simply lonely.
There are other ways to get attention. If he wants attention, maybe he should start a channel, like me. Although, if we could get more subscribers, I'm sure I could get plenty of attention. So, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I would highly suggest subscribing.
Castles galore. Well, it seems like Bowser's main source of entertainment is kidnapping Princess Peach. In reality, he appears to have a very active personal life outside of playing the villain to the Mushroom Kingdom.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works with most villains. Not just video game villains.
Mushroom people may be skilled architects, but they are truly
Although,
no match for the innovation
I don't think that's how it works with Disney villains.
From beautiful wood doors to large open windows, the Bowser castles are not only masterpieces of construction, they're also dangerous.
They're destroyed.
throughout the Mushroom Kingdom, but they are regularly destroyed by Mario and his cohorts in their attempts to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser's clutches. Bowser may not personally build each castle himself, but he, more than likely, designs them at the very least. Not to mention the fact that with all the castle destruction from the Mario Brothers, his castles have to be rebuilt regularly to maintain their structural integrity. Again, he may not personally work
Now
on
he's starting to sound like a
himself, but he
broken
is
record.
at least creating tons of construction jobs in the Mushroom Kingdom, and that has to count for something. Mr. and Mrs.
If he doesn't build the castles, let me know in the comments who you think builds them.
Bowser. Nintendo maintains that Bowser and Princess Peach are nothing more than a restraining order waiting to happen. As it turns out, there may actually be more to the Bowser and Princess Peach saga. In Super Paper Mario, Count Bleck gave Bowser the day off as main villain in the Mario franchise. Count Bleck sought to bring forth the Chaos Heart so that he could open the void to destroy all dimensions. Just how did Count Bleck bring forth the Chaos Heart? 2 words: unholy matrimony. By forcing Bowser and Princess
Why don't we
Peach
talk
to
about the
bring
movie?
forth
That
the
the same thing kind of happened in the movie. Of course, Bowser actually wanted to marry Peach.
A quest that Bowser had presumably failed at for many years if marrying Princess Peach were his true intention. While Princess Peach doesn't seem to be content with marrying Bowser,
Just like how she wasn't in the movie.
She doesn't divorce him either. It's likely that the marriage wasn't completely
Ghirardelli caramel squares. Makes s'mores a bite better. He'll have a Long Island iced tea.
This is the worst iced tea I've ever had.
No. His parents hired me to bring him out of his shell before college.
Jennifer Lawrence.
You're gonna have to sack up, bro.
Get away from her! No hard feelings, sweetheart. Wasn't completely legal, seeing as how Count Bleck basically forced them to wed against their will, but one would think that would be a main concern not only to Peach, but Bowser as well. Let's face it, with all those castles, he's essentially a real estate mogul. Easy hostage. When most people think of being held hostage, images of dark dungeons
Yup.
come to mind. Most likely,
Yup.
prisoners will be held against their will, starved, and treated very poorly. That's
He's
usually
not
par for the
wrong.
course when it comes to any kidnapping situation. In the case of Bowser and Princess Peach, the situation appears to play out a lot differently.
But we never see the story from Peach's perspective.
She always seems to be in good shape after the fact. Her clothes are clean and pressed, her hair is impeccable,
Whoa.
and her demeanor still remains cheerful in spite of all the abductions. She often has a room to herself, access to food, and a first-rate view of the Mushroom Kingdom from atop her private tower. Perhaps Princess Peach rests easy knowing that the Mario Brothers will surely save her for the umpteenth time, which would explain
I wonder
the
what
delightful
story
action. It does,
Nintendo would
however,
create
explain why
without
Bowser treats his prisoner as though she's a guest
Mario
and
and
so
Luigi
probably
having to
passive.
save
If
Peach.
Bowser had any ill will towards Princess Peach, he could easily throw her into the dungeons of one of his many castles, never to be seen again. In fact, that would probably be more beneficial than making sure she's treated to a Shy Guy prepared continental breakfast each morning of her abduction. Monarchy. Princess Peach is obviously a princess, and typically that signifies that the kingdom being ruled over is a monarchy. However, Princess Peach looks nothing like the subject she rules over, so how did she ascend to the throne as the ruler of the Mushroom People and the other inhabitants of the kingdom? In fact, there are very few humans residing in the Mushroom Kingdom. In a nation of Koopas,
That's
Mushroom
right.
People, and Yoshis, it seems as though Princess Peach and her friends are suspiciously out of place. Not to mention, in some instances, it seems as though the Mushroom People and Yoshis tend to be servants to the few humans residing in the Mushroom Kingdom.
I said that in
Attending
a
to
previous
Princess Peach's
video.
every need, and Yoshi oftentimes being callously abandoned by Mario in favor of an out-of-reach block.
Whoa.
To be summoned again, saddle ready for Mario to use another time. That's
Dun dun dun! Although it's the players who are abusing Yoshi, not Mario. So take that point with a grain of salt. But that still doesn't excuse Toad for hiding in Peach's dress. I mean, why does Peach put Toad in her dress in Smash? And also, why doesn't she use her fighting moves against Bowser? I mean, if she really doesn't want to be kidnapped, she could just use her fighting moves against Bowser. I mean, unless she enjoys being kidnapped.
said, Bowser doesn't look out of place when considering the other residents of the Mushroom Kingdom, and he does own quite a few castles of his own, enough for each of the Koopalings to inhabit. Perhaps Princess Peach has invaded the Mushroom Kingdom, and Bowser is only trying to retake his land and restore order.
Peach has not invaded the kingdom. It's revealed in the movie how Peach got to the Mushroom Kingdom. Although, let me know in the comments if you think the movie is canon, because I think it is.
differences aside. Appearing in over 100 games in the Mario franchise, it may seem that Bowser's #1 priority is to kidnap Princess Peach at all costs. However, Bowser is not always the main villain within the Mushroom Kingdom, and has often put aside his differences with his sworn enemies, Mario and Luigi. In
That's
Super Mario
right.
RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, Bowser is kicked out of his castle when a giant sword falls from the sky. The Smithy gang has invaded the castle in order to take over the world. Bowser soon realizes that he will have to team up with Mario and friends to regain control over his castle. Super Paper Mario also sees
Bowser Jr. also teams up with Mario in the newest game in the franchise at the time I'm making this video, because Nintendo has announced Super Mario Wonder coming out in October. There's still some competition. I mean,
probably counterproductive and somewhat risky. Loving father. 7 Koopalings made their first appearance in Super Mario.
Well, he's hanging out with his minions, although I'm pretty sure in some movies and video games, the bad guy, the minions would be afraid of their master.
Demotion of the Koopalings to mere minions aside, even if Bowser Jr. is the only true child of Bowser, it appears as though Bowser is a single father raising his son alone in the Mushroom Kingdom. In a cutscene from Super Mario Sunshine, Bowser has a heart-to-heart with Bowser Jr., explaining that Princess Peach is not really his mom. Bowser seems genuinely saddened that he has to have this tough talk with his son. While Bowser Jr. already knows that Peach is not his mother, it's still touching that Bowser has the maturity to have this discussion with his son. Also, in spite of the Koopalings not being Bowser's biological children, he does seem to spend plenty of time with them. Bowser even goes as far as building castles for them to live in. If Bowser were a truly evil individual, this type of behavior would be wildly out of character. Bowser the Orphan. Bowser Jr. isn't the only member of the Bowser family with a lineage shrouded in mystery. Bowser's parents have never appeared within the Mario franchise, and Bowser's family life was only mentioned in passing in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. In the game, it is mentioned that Kamek, the Magic Koopa, has raised Bowser himself since Bowser was a baby. It's not exactly clear how Kamek came into possession of the child, and in the past, most players have assumed that Kamek is merely one of Bowser's advisors. While it is possible that Kamek is actually Bowser's biological father, it has never been confirmed, so players are left to assume that he is, at least, acting as a foster parent to Bowser. Regardless of the true nature of their relationship, Kamek is a staple of Bowser's squad throughout the franchise. In Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, however, the nature of their relationship is called into question again. When Mallow's Psychopath ability is used against a brainwashed Kamek, he thinks to himself, "That's my child?" Of course, in order to see this exchange, Bowser would have to be a member of your party, so it may be a scene that is missed by most players. Evil Kamek. Given the fact that Bowser was raised by Kamek the Magic Koopa, is it any surprise that he tends to engage in questionable behavior? For players unfamiliar with Kamek's antics, he is a Koopa whose main source of entertainment is wreaking havoc and chaos in the Mushroom Kingdom. In Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Kamek foresees in his crystal ball that the Mario brothers will become a threat to the Koopas.
They certainly are.
Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, attacking an innocent stork in the process. In Yoshi's Island DS, Kamek once again attempts to kidnap babies in order to obtain at least one of the 7 star babies whose hearts contain unimaginable powers. Kamek makes another appearance in Yoshi's Woolly World, this time turning several Yoshis into Wonder Wool before placing them in a sack and attempting to kidnap them. With Kamek's penchant for kidnapping and causing problems throughout the Mushroom Kingdom, is it any surprise that Bowser grew up to think that this type of behavior is normal? In fact, with Kamek
Probably not.
track record, who's to say that he was willingly put in charge to care for baby Bowser? Perhaps Kamek also kidnapped Bowser at some point, and Bowser, being a baby at the time, simply doesn't remember his parents or the life he had prior to Kamek raising him. Is Bowser a real...
Okay, so that is the end of that video. I'm pretty sure that every reason has justification except the last one. I have nothing to say to that. So, do you think Bowser is a villain? Let me know in the comments. And remember to like and subscribe. Bye!